Hey everyone, welcome to the Hobbystreakers, Season 2, Episode 21. Um, well, I don't know if you heard that one. There's a little bit of
Nope.
thunder on my side. So, Hobbystreakers, what are we talking about? We're talking about doing 30 minutes of hobby every day for the longest streak possible. My co-host, as always, Liam, is on 2043.
Woo!
Woo! Jeez, getting close to 250. 2050. And
2050.
I am currently on 871. So yeah. How's everything going? Good?
It's warm.
It's warm.
It's
Well,
very warm.
on your side of the pond it's warm. On my side it's not.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty crappy today. It's been okay lately, but yeah, it's just not like oof, yeah. Today
We are
not
back
so
to
hot.
full on do the hobby in the evening.
Because it's too hot during the day.
It's too hot to paint during the day.
Hey. Well. All right. Well, speaking of painting, what are you painting today? You didn't put it in the thingy
I didn't know.
because you didn't know.
Um,
You don't know. You don't want to.
I don't know. I'm starting painting the Questor Soulsworn warband
Okay.
from Warcry Nightmare Quest.
Actually,
I put a video together about building them. Basically, a sprue review. The sort of things I normally do. So I've had a little bit of a chat about the lore and the background of the units, and sort of like this is what's on the sprue. This is what's left over on the sprue. How I built them, and any issues with building them.
cool.
So once I've got these, I mean, probably not like done, but in a slightly better state, I will finish building the rest of the box and do the videos for those.
Cool. So, what are they for?
They are boxed as Warcry models, but because Warcry is an Age of Sigmar game, you can use them in Age of Sigmar. So I'm going to use them in Age of Sigmar.
Cool.
For my Stormcasts.
You're not at all gonna even play Warcry?
Warcry is not one of the games that's in the rotation at our club, but
Okay.
they are available to be used for Warcry. So if anybody wants to play Warcry, then
Are you gonna do both sides?
yeah, I play both the armies in the box set. So the box set is just big thumbs from me.
Yeah, it was a no-brainer for you to
Yeah.
to buy it. Yeah, for sure.
I get 2 new sets of models and some terrain. Sweet. I'm down for that.
All right, cool. Well, this is gonna
And
piss me
you,
off. Well, so
you actually remember to put it on the show notes.
yeah, I actually got my Witcher: The Old World board game, which comes with a bunch of minis. So I've started. Well, we played a few games first, and then I started priming the first set of minis. Not. Oh, shit. That was a mistake. Yep. That was a big mistake. Ow. The first set of minis. Not all of them is just. Literally, that's about a third of them. And even in that box, it's just a few of them. And They're the smallest one, because after that you got the monsters that are
Yeah.
way bigger. I mean, there's a fiend that's huge. There's a golem that's also massive. A couple of, well, there's a giant and a cyclops, which are, well, giant. So they're pretty big. And so yeah, so today I am painting a droner,
Mm.
which, yeah, I don't know if we had it in the game already. I don't think we had the droner yet. Because you randomly choose what monster you're fighting and putting on the board, and yeah, it's a fun game.
Yeah.
Which gets me to what have we done in the past 2 weeks? And well, I played Witcher. Long games. That first game probably took us 6 hours roughly
Mm.
over a couple of days because you're trying to figure out the rules at the same time.
Yeah.
The second game we stopped after I think 3 hours, but we could have just kept going and just finished within the next like 30 minutes probably. We had a not a dispute, but I actually went on the Facebook to ask because I wasn't sure who won the. You can fight Witcher against Witcher,
Right.
which my son attacked me and thought he was gonna win, and we ended up tying. But as I was the one doing the attack, I ran out of card and I made him discard his last card by attacking him and doing 1 damage. So technically, I was the winner. And I went on the, like I said, I went on, I went on the Facebook group and everything, and they ended up being an argument with the guy. Well, not an argument because it was pretty civil, but the guy was like, "Well, no, no, it's when there's a tie, it's the one that initiated the entire attack, the entire battle, who wins." And I was like, yeah, but no, because in the rules it says, because I asked him like, well, that happened. I think I won, but well, I think Witcher 2 won. Is that the case? And the guy was like, no, no, no. And then I went back to the rules, and then I came back, and I'm like, well, yes, yes, yes. So yeah, it was kind of it was funny, but yeah, and I still think that I won because of what it says in the rules. But yeah, it's a fun game. It's a card building game, so it's. But yeah, it's been fun to play.
Good.
And what else did I do? Well, so I printed 3D printed, well, design and 3D printed those guys. Which let me see if you can. Can you see me?
Yeah.
This guys, which is a F1 track,
Ah.
and so I printed a lot of them, and I made a lot of them because you can buy those like already made and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, no, I'm not paying for that. But then, so I went and I started looking at how to basically um, do those myself. So finding the track, putting them in a. Uh, sorry, I'm looking for. There we go. So putting them, finding the track detail without all the stuff on it, removing if I had to remove some of the stuff, then putting them in a um, in the Fusion 360, extruding, blah blah blah, modifying so they're all the same width, and yeah, and that's pretty much how I did them, and
Nice.
and then printed them, and I started those the one that I showed. I started doing a putting some wood filler on them just to smooth them out, and yeah, it's so that was a fun project that took me a while. So I've done all of the ones that they've raced on so far. And what I want to do is um, I want to break free. Da-na. No. Um, I want to print the next one during the Grand Prix, the next Grand Prix. Because they take about an
Nice.
hour and 40 something minutes to print, roughly.
Yeah.
So basically, it's just like, hey, the Grand Prix started. Let me start the print. And then it'll print the track as I did. And yeah. And I keep going. And I'm going to put them in that wall there.
So
Like
you're going to
that one.
race the F1 drivers, basically.
With my 3D printer. No, but yeah, no, I thought it was a fun idea to do that. Just to print them as we go, basically.
Nice.
So that's what I'll do. Oh man, I cannot. I'm not gonna be able to do his teeth. There's no way. I'm gonna need my super glasses to do that.
Super glasses.
Yeah, because I cannot see shit. Well,
Activate blind mode.
yeah. Alright, so for the eyes of the thing, dead white seems to be a nice color considering what kind of
So
monster
what
it
I've
is.
done,
Oh wait, is that it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's about it. And then I worked on my game also a little bit. So, yeah.
So
Oh,
I
and
finished.
and I started looking a little bit at
Majestic 13.
13, which I will talk about it after in the first look. So, yeah. Cool.
So
What
I
have you done?
finished my Scions of the Flame. Look.
Ah, wait. I'm fighting with my wet palette. Oh, ooh, French me.
Yeah.
Nice.
So they're a Warcry warband from the last Warcry box that I bought when that came out a year and a half ago.
Well, for
So
someone who doesn't play Warcraft, you sure have a lot of Warcraft stuff.
yeah, they're not even the warbands in that box that was part of one of the armies that I was playing at the time. So don't know why I'm painted them first. It's fun. So yeah, got some. What is it? It's eight models.
Alright.
Kind of took me a while because they're all basically mini characters,
Okay.
and my strategy of painting units is generally like a more batch painted style. It's just took me a while because of the way that I paint. In between doing them, I did Domitan's Storm Coven, which I started at the last episode. So they're all done. They're ready to go. I primed some bases for another project that I've got coming up. And as part of doing that, I figured out wet wipe marble.
Wait, what?
Wet wipe marble.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw you did some testing on it.
Yeah. So I've cracked it at least once. So
That's good.
that's on a flat base, and I now
'Cause I
need to
tried
work out.
before and I just did not work for me. So
Yeah.
what did you do? What do you think is the key?
You got to make sure you've got the wet wipe pulled apart more than you think you would,
Okay.
basically. And don't be afraid to put another layer of the color you've just done down. So
What do you mean?
I did like a gold base, and then I did grey over the top, and I took the wet wipe off after doing the grey and went, it looks pretty good, but probably put a little bit more down. So I've stretched my wet wipe out a bit more in a different place, put that on, done another layer of grey, gone, actually that looks pretty nice.
Okay. Cool.
And then I've done another bit, put the white on, and gone, yeah, Bit more white though. More stretch, more stretch. Final bit of white. It looks good.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah, no, I saw the
I'm
saw the
planning
result.
to
That
do
was
that
pretty
on
cool.
some
So.
3D bases rather than on flat panels. So I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Don't know how I'm going to get that onto flat, or from flat onto. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Yeah, that's it. I've not done a lot in the past 2 weeks. I've just been sort of like cracking on.
Yeah, no, yeah, which is what you've, yeah. But, alright, cool.
There's also not a lot of shout outs.
Well,
There's two big ones.
I don't think there's a lot of people who started, hey, let me, I don't know what to do this summer. Let me start, let me start doing that. So,
Yeah.
so I think that's maybe also one
So
of the reasons.
on Twitter and Instagram, we've got on Twitter at Josh Becker, on Instagram beerholderbbqandhobbies, who has hit his 1,000-day hobby streak. So
Nice.
big claps for you. Josh has decided that he's not going to do daily updates anymore because he's built the habit and he's just going to crack on.
Crack
So
on, yeah.
thanks for joining us
Cool.
for the past 1,000 days.
Yeah.
Even if you don't listen to the podcasts, it's part of the community. It's nice to have you around. So
yeah, definitely.
he's just finished painting the Terminator from the Year 2 Warhammer Plus model.
Okay.
We've got
Yeah.
Norm Nondo, Nom Nomdorf on Twitter, who recently hit his 2,000th day.
Nice. So another one in the 2000 club.
2,000 Club is
Growing.
me, Zach, and Norm.
Cool.
And we've got Uwu Rain Uwu on 400 days. So
Jeez. Sorry.
she's
It's
been doing
pretty
some
banging
dungeon terrain
outside.
at the moment.
Cool.
Slowly losing her mind, painting chests and doors and
Yeah.
other such paraphernalia.
Alright, cool.
And over on Instagrams, we've got JT Miniatures on 300 days.
Nice.
And that's all I've seen.
Okay.
So
Yeah, not too surprised. Like I said, it's
big thumbs to everybody. Good job.
Jeez, man, it's really coming outside. Like it's if I lose power, we know why.
Yeah.
We've been there before. A long
Toby's not
time
here though,
ago,
so we should be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all the shout outs.
All right. Cool. Oh my
So
goodness.
in our first look, we've got
So
the new Snarling Badger game, Majestic 13.
Have you looked
I've
at it?
I've
Watched you?
not.
Have you watched any? You didn't. You
I've
don't
I've
do
I
the.
watched Warhammer Weekly,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
where
say.
they didn't really talk about the game
Oh,
or
they're talking about. Did I watch the wrong? Well, because I watched one and they did talk about the game a little bit, but
or or I started watching it and I had to go do something else.
which is yeah.
I don't
So
remember.
Majestic 13 is basically a alien invasion planetary defense, which is an XCOM slash X Files kind of game.
Yeah.
Uh, I did get the book, which is on its way, I believe, and I did get the what's it called, the cards, because they have some cards. So they actually for once made some cards, which they don't usually do, but this time around
Did.
they actually did some cards, cards for the different type of monster and for base building and things like this, because there is a base building part of the game. So yeah, looking forward to it. I have not yet delved deeply into the rule set. I know that as per the name, there is 13 factions that you can choose from. It is a solo or co-op game. You can also play one against another, but not against the aliens, but as if you were doing a training exercise between two factions, basically, kind of thing. So that's kind of what you do. Now I've watched the battle report against that Vince did, and there is one. So there is only one alien that is fighting, but the alien has a massive hit point. It's like 100 and something. So pretty huge. So you guys are basically hammering at that thing, just trying to get it down to zero as fast as you can before that thing just hammers you, because of course it is quite powerful, and all the aliens are a lot faster, a lot stronger than you, and they can melt your brains and stuff like that. So pretty no, really cool. Really liked it. Um, thought it was really interesting, and yeah, looking forward to getting the book and playing the game, trying to play the game. I have plenty of. Well, so you make a team of basically, they're saying five guys. It's pretty
Five guys.
much. I think it's four or five. You're making a team of five guys that are just regular military. So my little dudes like this will be perfect. And he says, Men in Black kind of thing. And so all my dudes are all painted the same way, and they all. And I don't. Jeez, I don't know if it's gonna be on the video, but man, it's really, the
I
storm
can't
is really
hear
coming
anything.
out. Well, the storm outside is going blam 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 blam. So anyway, so my little troop of guys, which are on the board right now, so all those guys, they're all painting the same, so they're gonna be perfect for that game. And then monsters, I mean, I have enough. I'm sure I can find something that looks alien. I probably do have some aliens somewhere. But yeah.
Well, you got
Um,
your Witcher beasties as well, haven't you?
well, yeah, some of those monster will work. I mean, I got some guys like this dude that looks like, you know
Yeah.
like he could be an alien, like for sure. Like some D&D, whatever. I mean, it again, as with every single one of their games. Um, it's pretty easy to find minis for it. Let's
Yeah.
just put it that way. So yeah, I have some. I know I have somewhere some actual aliens type looking dude. I did some XCOM Thin Man, I think, looking dude. So yeah. All right. So this guy is a droner. So I think I'm gonna water his base. Gonna make it look like, because it looks like a nest on top of water. Maybe, I don't know. I'll put some water on it. I don't care. It's gonna be you. So yeah. Um, looks pretty simple. D20 dice. A lot of check against each other,
Yeah.
kind of thing. So, which is the normal thing. I think it's Vince likes is uh he likes his like the dice and you kidding me? I cannot find the word anymore. The probability. Oh my
Yes.
goodness. He likes his probability and he likes, things to make sense and to be, like properly balanced and everything. So yeah.
Did you just
So
literally just have a big lightning strike?
why?
Because I heard a big buzz.
Uh no.
No.
For,
Okay.
like I had a few, but not like not at this time.
Okay.
But yeah. So hey, look again. Really like the artwork. Looks like the old files and everything from like again stuff like X Files and the 1940s and things like this because it's supposed to basically be from the 1940s or something like that where they just when something landed somewhere else, not Roswell, the other one I don't remember,
Yeah.
and so on and so forth. And so the background story is pretty funny. um during his live stream he was talking about this guy that is apparently a whistleblower for the government, has alien stuff and all this. I was like, yeah, no. But anyways, it's funny that it came out at the same time as this, so yeah, it's kind of free publicity for them. For their game. It's contemporary, let's just put it that way,
Mm.
with what's going on in the news. But yeah, so looking forward to it. Again, already have everything. Won't need to build or print or do anything like this. He was talking about, so if you want some minis, he used Wargames Atlantic. There is a Hoorah pack where you can build any which way you want. There's like a whole bunch of different minis, and it's kind of like the troopers and stuff like that for Stargrave
Right.
from North Star. So one of those boxes, which where it's a kit. You have like 6 bodies, and then you have 300 heads and 20 different arms, and
Yeah.
you can choose whatever you want. So that's kind of what Wargame Atlantic, the box that he was recommending, has. So, and then of course, you can find the stuff that I use, which is like turn based STLs. You've got Black Powder, Red Earth, which we talked about before.
Yeah.
Also, their minis and Spectre Operation, their minis, and so all those are pretty easy to find and will
Yeah.
work
I
great.
mean, the amount of people who
Yeah,
do modern or near modern
yeah, yeah, yeah.
or
And then
20th century history models is like
yeah.
basically
And,
everyone.
and so yeah, and again, like you don't, they even if they use this, they apparently, because this is another thing that they're pretty good at doing this kind of thing, but um, basically your guy has they're using normal guns, but they're modified to shoot lasers instead of
Yeah.
bullets, but they look like regular guns. So like this, they can say, hey, well, this guy is carrying an M4. Well, but yeah, but actually it's not. It's blah 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 because of retech, I think he calls it, which is the using alien techs and stuff like that. So And I think that's pretty cool to have this kind of, like, hey, this is what we're gonna do. It's gonna be, you don't have to worry. You can use your guys as they are. You don't have to worry about, what they're gonna really look like
Yeah,
and blah blah blah.
getting
You
your
don't, yeah.
historical based models, chopping them off, and putting laser guns on their arms.
No, no, yeah, you don't have to. And then if you guys look a little bit more modern, more future, like the Atlantic ones actually have guns that look a little bit more modern. Again, don't worry about it. you know, it works. Don't, you can use it. It works. Whatever works for you. You can even probably use some Space Marines or whatever. I mean, it just, again, at this level, it doesn't really matter. And yeah, it's looking forward to it. We'll see.
It's not like Adam,
Uh,
Vince, and Tom are going to send someone round to your house for playing with the wrong minis.
yeah, be like, no, you cannot use that. So yeah. So what about your news, Mister?
So we've
What do
got
you have
a
for us?
couple of little bits of basically today news and
Okay.
a little bit of how the weekend went that I didn't put on the news links. So we're going to do that bit first.
Okay.
So
Let me just.
the new edition of 40k went up on pre-order on Saturday.
How did that go?
Yeah, it went well.
Ooh.
They put the
Oh,
queue back.
you didn't put it. You didn't put it
I
in there.
didn't
Oh.
because there's not a news article for it.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought since it went well, they might actually have.
No.
It was just.
We Games Workshop. They don't comment about how things go. They just comment about what they're going to sell you. They put the queue back.
Oh.
So if you ordered in your local Warhammer store, you got
Uh-huh.
to skip the queue or the digital queue anyway. You had to queue up to the store's order point.
So what? So, okay. So wait, I don't understand. So you have a code basically before because you order in a store, or how does that work?
No, so the stores have a terminal in that you
Okay.
can use to order from the Games Workshop website,
Okay.
but they've got
Cool.
priority, so they don't have
Oh.
to worry about the queue thing. So everybody else, when they
Yeah.
logged on to gamesworkshop.com at insert local pre-order window open time here on Saturday,
Hmm.
you'd get put into a queuing system.
Okay.
So once you
Cool.
got to the front of the queue, you had, I think it was 10 minutes to
To
order
make
stuff.
your and limited for one per blah 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 and all that.
Yeah.
Cool.
So because they've basically made nothing but Leviathan boxes for, I don't know, past year,
Hmm.
that all went smoothly. Everybody, I didn't see any people online going, I didn't get my box.
No, and I heard that they made like tons of those
Oh
apparently.
yeah,
Like it's the
it's
biggest
only
one that
just sold out
it's one of.
online
Oh
on the Games
wow.
Workshop web store.
Yeah, which is pretty unusual. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's for sure.
I mean they're still up on sale on eBay. Um,
Just fucking ridiculous. I don't know how they can actually
I'm
get rid
I'm
of this shit,
pretty
but
sure I saw one. Where was it?
they're
Let
still
me
in the stores,
find
right?
that. Let me find that. Where was it? I saw that
Oh, I saw
yesterday when
one
I was
that
on my
was
way
like
out.
$14,000. Is that the 14,000 pounds or like some crazy number?
eBay.co.uk item. Yes, it is £4,484.99.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, that's not that. That's not even Leviathan. That's the Kill Team box.
Yeah,
But
no,
yeah,
and this is what I was saying. Like, yeah, you can probably still you will find them in stores. Like, I don't.
yeah, they're sold out on the web store.
Yeah, yeah, you'll
Everybody,
find. Yeah,
I think everybody who wanted to get one has got
got
one.
one.
Um, a lot of the indies, at least over here,
Uh-huh.
had they might not have had as much stock as they wanted, but they had
Yeah,
enough stock to cover basically all the orders they needed. They knew that they were going to need, and like
yeah,
a couple of like people searching around online for the best deals, sort of stuff.
yeah. I don't like from what they were saying and everything. I don't see. Like, I'm hoping this guy is never gonna sell it to that price because there is no reason for anyone to buy it that price.
No,
Because you will find them for sure into into a store or something with like in the next. When is it come? Like, is it pre-order? But when
uh,
is it actually shipping?
it's pre-orders started on Saturday. There's still technically another week of pre-orders on it, so there's nothing
Hmm.
on pre-order next weekend because next weekend
Okay.
is still Leviathan pre-orders,
Are they
even though there's
gonna?
none
Are they gonna?
left.
Well, this is my question. Are they gonna just come back next week and say, "Hey, here's an additional 3,000 copies that
We found
we've
under the
kept on"?
sofa.
Yeah. Well, no, but
Don't
like
know.
we kept on the side just for you guys to be make sure that you guys could get it and blah blah blah.
Well, no,
And
like
then
the
second
banner
run,
across the top of Warhammer Community is Leviathan sold out online. Click here to find your local store to get it from them.
which yeah, which is what people should do. I mean, like I said, there's no there. Don't give your money to freaking stalker. They suck.
Don't give money to
Yeah,
scalpers
scalpers. Sorry, yeah, they suck.
or stalkers. Stalkers also suck.
Stalkers suck. They don't give no. But yeah, don't. They suck. Like it. They do it for well, and and it's
It's
they've
basically
been
their
doing.
jobs.
Huh?
Some of them treat it as a job.
Oh no, yeah. Yeah. They do like concert ticket and freaking the latest Nike shoes and
Yeah,
whatever, and PlayStations and Xbox and whatever, and yeah. And they should, yeah,
yeah. I mean, we were saying the other week
be banned, but
that they'd put the confirmation of what was in the box up, and like that the box was going to be on pre-order this week, and then like people were eBaying or starting lots on eBay for the individual kits before pre-orders would even up.
seriously,
Yeah,
god damn it. Well, again, if you buy and you want just half of it and you sell the other half, I have no problem with that.
yeah.
Like if that's what you're doing, but if you just buying it to sell it a profit, then you're a dick, and that's it. I mean,
You are actual scum and should get in the sea.
yeah, yeah.
So
And I
here's
hope you get a
hoping that
kidney
they
stone.
remember that they've got the Q button the next time the next Horus Heresy book goes on pre-order.
Yeah, that'd be good. But so does the queue really make it impossible for scalpers, or they will have to
No,
wait in line and
it just means that if you're quote unquote camping the store page, when it
uh,
goes live, you get put randomly into the queue.
oh yeah, okay.
So you've got as much chance as everybody else of being at the front of the queue and clicking the button when it happens. And then you can only
Yeah,
buy one. So
and
you've
you can
got to
only
have
buy, yeah,
5 computers open in front of you and
which probably they
checking
do,
the
but yeah,
queue on each of them. But
yeah,
instead of it being go time and going click, 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 click down your row of devices to
Well,
get all the
or
copies.
using bots,
Yeah,
You cannot use a bot if you're
you've got to wait like everybody else. So there's more of a chance that actual human people will get their hands on the thing,
which is good. Yeah.
which is good. A lot of the actual human people at my club have gone.
Did
Not
they
sure.
did they get it? Most of them, no, you don't know.
The people who wanted it got it. A
Okay.
lot of the people who play 40k, like casually, were like,
I don't know if I want. Not sure I want it.
not sure I want it. Not sure I'm interested in the addition from the rules that have been put out at the moment because they've started putting what they're calling index rules out.
Mm-hmm.
So the core rules are free, available, download online, which is good.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, which is strange, but okay.
And there are free basic army lists for all the armies until the new books come out.
Okay.
They are
Cool.
being released in stages, staggered release. So
Mm-hmm.
don't quite know like the fullness of fullness right this second, but yeah, it's happening.
Cool.
Some of the guys at my club are like,
Not sure I want it.
and they've been poking at people who play other games, just in a sort of, I want to keep my options open in case what 40k turns out
But
to not be what
again,
I want it to be.
they'll find they'll you know it's like we said, it's one of their biggest release. I don't see it being an issue of them finding it, even if down the line they're like, oh, well, you know what, I might just get it
Yeah,
and be like, oh, you
I mean,
cannot find it anywhere, it's gone.
I'm
It's
I'm I'm
FOMO,
not a big
FOMO.
40k player, and I've not played 40k like properly for many years at this point. But like even when Horus Heresy was using the exact same rule set as mainline 40k, and it was just here's all the extra rules and units you get for all the heresy stuff. I'd occasionally have a game against a 40k army with my heresy army because they used the same rule set, so you could just go right. It fits together all right. But I have when 8th edition came out, and yeah, I think 8th edition was the last actual game of 40k I played. So, given that there's been enough of a change of the rules for this one, I'm going to give it a couple of months. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to let the 40k guys at the club get their heads around it. I'll give it a go, give it a fair shout. So I don't want to be the guy who sits here shitting on an entire rule set without having tried it.
Shit, I almost done this. Oh.
And speaking of new rule sets, the first actual link that we've got on the news is because there's no new pre-orders next week. We're getting more previews of upcoming stuff on Warcom than we normally would. Go
Okay.
away. So today we got the first bit of preview for the next match play season for Age of Sigmar. I'm going to say some words now, and you're going to look at the camera and you're going to smile and nod.
Give me a second. I am putting water effect on my base, and then I will.
Yeah. You don't need
Oh
to
my
be looking at
goodness!
the article. I'm just going to say words, and they're not going to mean a lot.
All right, let me
So this
just
edition,
move this guy so that
we've
I
been
don't
all of our
mess it up with the
battles since 3rd edition launched have been set narratively in the realm of beasts, which is called Gur. The General's Handbook we had at launch all of our battles were set in the continent of Thondia.
Okay.
Last year's 6-month battle pack and this battle pack that we're currently in, 6-month battle pack, were set in the continent of Galet or Galay. And the next one that is coming up is set in, what's it called? Andor. We've emerged from the claustrophobic tunnels into the icy tunnels of Andor, which is going to be fun.
All I see is boxes.
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing? Oh, Frozen and
there's
Thor.
there's stuff before that.
Okay, cool. General handbook, pitch battle, blah blah
So
blah.
each general's handbook has focused on a particular bit of armies.
Mm-hmm.
So the Thondia one was focused on monsters. So there was loads of stuff that you could do to monsters, and there was loads of anti-monster stuff, sort of keep it balanced. Which ended up being that monsters were rubbish because the anti-monster stuff was really good. And then the previous one, we had Galician veterans. So they're like, right, we're going to make basic infantry the focus. And here's all the bonuses you get to be basic infantry. And here's all the bonuses you get to stop basic infantry from being too good. And the stuff to stop basic infantry from being too good was really good. So all your basic infantry basically came into contact with that and evaporated.
Okay.
And then the season that we're currently in is around champions. So small foot heroes. It's the name of the game at the moment. And as far as I can tell, it's relatively balanced. So that's good. The downsides for the season that we're currently in is that the match play battle plans and much of the generic battle tactics for the season, because we're still in Galay, are the same as the previous season of Galay. So we're paying £30 for half a copy pasted rulebook, blah 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 blah. I was like, yeah, okay, I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah. So I think
this
it is
new one
hailing outside. You're gonna give me a second. I am gonna check because
I can hear that now.
Yep. Let me go check on my house a little bit. I'll be right back. Yep. It is seriously coming down.
It's definitely hailing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but I'm checking because it's also raining like crazy. So last time something like this happened, we had a flooding in our basement.
Yeah. You want to make sure your house is structurally sound, don't you?
So I went to check on those specific areas where I know we redid the well. We had to dig and blah blah blah, and we did the well. But yeah, just wanted to check. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. All good. Sorry. Keep going.
I don't know what I was saying. Yeah, this next season is going to focus on wizards.
Okay.
So 9 wounds or less, unmounted, non-unique wizards will be the ones getting a load of bonuses. So we've got a lot of stuff previewed here, like if you go second in the battle round, one of your wizards can cast and unbind an extra spell. If you don't have any wizards, one of them can just get a free command point, which is nice. There's primal magic that you can harness, but we haven't been told how. There's a new spell lore that you can choose your spell from. The spell there is pretty. This one spell that they've previewed is pretty tasty. So it casts on a 2d6 roll of 8 or higher. You target a friendly unit wholly within 12 of you. You choose one of their melee profiles, roll a d3, and you can change either the hit to wound or the rend characteristic of that melee weapon to the dice roll.
Okay. Alright.
Considering that ones always fail. So if you roll high, you get to pick the rend and make it just cut through people's armor like that it's not even there. If you roll low, you get to pick either their to hit or wound roll and just absolutely annihilate them with sheer number of weight and number of dice.
Cool.
And there's an artifact, so it lets you unbind with magic as if you were a wizard. And if you successfully unbind something, you get to keep attempting to unbind something until you fail. So that sounds cool.
Okay.
And we're getting the normal suite of 12 new battle plans, 8 new battle tactics, and other stuff that will also have the new Regents of Renown, which is the boxes that you saw at the bottom of that article.
Okay,
These were previewed at Warhammer Fest.
Yeah, I remember seeing some of those.
So that's just... I think this is just we didn't have enough stuff that we could put in the article.
So we're just
we're going to reiterate stuff that we already said. So yeah, I will probably end up getting Jerian's delegation because that's the Flesh Eater Courts one. I play Flesh Eater Courts. I want the new hero, and having another 20 crypt goals. Yeah, it's 20 crypt goals and 6 knights as well as the new hero will end up being something cool and that I will probably end up using. I need some more knights anyway, so yeah, that's that.
Yeah. Right.
My second bit, the Warhammer Instagram hit 50,000 followers, so they decided to reveal a new model. It's the Tyranid Death Leaper. 500,000 followers, even.
All right.
So
Cool.
this is the Death Leaper that they are revealing. This is an advanced lictor form. It's for sneaking up on people and eating you. It's a big gribbly beastie.
Is that the one with the coat? Yeah, with the trench coat.
Yeah, it's a lizard with a cape, butt cape.
Yeah. Cool.
And they're doing a giveaway for it on the Instagram. So
nice.
I don't know if that giveaway will be done or not by the time this goes up, but the competition will be open for 7 days. Terms and conditions apply. So I'm going to say, if you're seeing this on the day of release, it's probably not still up. Unless JG gets on his editing and doesn't have to faff around with the audio this time.
Yeah, and
and all the other things.
Mostly work is what's kicking my ass, but
terms and conditions apply. Must be subscribed to the Instagram and comment on the giveaway posts. It's open to residents worldwide, excluding Russia, Belarus, and Italy.
I'm guessing you have
1 entry per person. Open on Monday the 12th of June and run for 7 days. Closes on 11 a.m. PST on the 19th.
Done yours?
I have commented on the post.
So you need to what? You need to comment and be a subscriber to well be a
I
follower.
follow the account and comment on the post.
All right, which is fine.
Yeah,
Which is not too bad. It's kind of easy to do.
standard Instagram giveaway.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So that's my news. There's not been a lot of stuff in the workshop world because it's all been 10th edition all the time, and
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
been
care.
But unless you just well okay. So JW, if you ever listen to this podcast, he doesn't care because he's not getting a freebie. So send him a freebie.
You know who did
Send him
get
a
a
free
freebie?
box. What?
Do you know who did get a freebie?
No.
Ash.
She did finally.
They sent her a copy of Leviathan, and she's just got it all sprayed up. She's painted
Nice.
the Dreadnought. She
Oh,
has,
yeah.
however, painted the Dreadnought in the wrong chapter colours. She's painted
my
up as an
goodness.
Imperial Fist, and as an Iron Warrior player, I have a deep and burning hatred for Imperial Fists and the colour yellow. So you just need to see light and paint the rest of them as not Imperial Fists. Spears of the Emperor, pastel blue. Spears, stab people. It's great. Yeah.
Well,
Right. Now what?
cool. Well, how's you guys doing?
They've got. It's taken me this long to do 3 coats of red because I've had to do small
Speaking of
amounts.
red, I have a question for you.
Small amounts on my palette to stop it all drying out.
Blood Angel red and Flesh Terror red. Which one is darker? The flesh, huh? Because I literally look the same to me right now, but I know
Flesh
one
Terror
is
red
darker.
comes out slightly darker.
Yeah, it's dark. Yep, that's the one I want.
It's my little tester from when I did the secret project.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
I got
it's too
4
much.
shoulder
It's too
pads. I couldn't decide whether it would be better doing Blood Angels or Flesh Terror red over silver or gold. So I just went right. This bit's silver, this bit's gold, this bit's Blood Angels, this bit's Flesh Terror. Let's see.
much. Oh, actually, that just worked awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's that.
Right.
Is that the show? We done?
Yeah.
Oh.
And as the rain, of course, stops.
So I am seeing at the moment an hour and 2 minutes.
Yes.
But there's a little bit of waffle between when we pressed record and when we started.
And then
And
there's me running to
you had to kill a spider, and then you had to run and make sure your house wasn't falling apart or flooded.
I don't know if you can see it, because I don't want to tilt it, but it's got the
Put your hand behind it.
the water a little bit on the top and on the side.
Yeah.
So I put some water on this, and then so now that it's drying, I started on this nasty thing, which is a ghoul,
Oh, he looks horrid.
and I basically use Darko's flesh, Voluptus pink,
Yep.
and Flesh Terror red, and he looks absolutely disgusting. So perfect. Yeah, and I will so this one is pretty much done. I will do the base. I don't know what their eyes is, pretty much black, so I don't even have to do the eyes. I'll probably put some blood in his mouth and like an actual the other one, the blood red.
Blood for the blood god.
Blood what is it? Blood Angel red.
Yeah.
Because it is actually proper red. But yeah, and just sticking out and dripping, and yeah, that's fine. There we go. And it's pretty much done. So far they've been pretty easy to paint those, but yeah, really happy with my water thingy, and yeah, they're coming in nicely.
Nice.
So 1.5 done today. I'll finish the base later on. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that base, but yeah.
So
And
I'm just going to pick this one dude up. So we've got
I'm gonna
helmet
do
plumes, tabards, and capes so far.
cool.
I think while I'm waiting for everything to upload, I'm going to do the weapon wraps, the belts, and like the tassely bits and the little bit of fur on the back while I'm
Alright,
doing that
cool.
because, yeah, feel like it.
Well, thank you for coming. Sorry for the little issues. I'm hoping the rain and everything is not gonna be too much of an issue in the background.
Send it over here. Send it to me. Give it to
Yeah,
me. I want it. It's too hot.
yeah. We don't. We're so done with freaking rain. Holy schmoly! Those are getting bigger. Sounds like the hells are getting bigger. They were about, yeah, like this big. Yeah, a good 5 millimeter, like the size of the magnet in there, roughly. Like a decent bowl. From the sound of what's going outside, I'm guessing they're getting slightly bigger. But yeah, thank you for coming. Thank you for listening, people. And yeah, we hope to see you on the next one. And have fun.
Yeah, we've got some
hobbying.
videos coming out as well, so watch them
Yeah,
when they come out.
yeah. I'm gonna try to get those done this week as well. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.